basketball of the NBA on 2. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard out there with McCollum. We've got Plumlee. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. And there's Harkless, and it's Aminu in at the 4 spot. And for Golden State, Steph Curry's out there with Klay Thompson. And at the center position, a 6'11" banger out of the Republic of Georgia, Zaza Pachulia. And it's Durant, and it's Green in at the 4 slot.
And he's on the board early. The first to strike there. Nice move.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys. Wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet. I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
There's Lillard. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. I asked him if he had a plan for all the speed he'll be up against, and he told me a key would be transition defense, saying speed shows up most in the transition game, and we feel if we take that away from them, we have a major advantage. Back to you guys.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Well, for the Portland Trailblazers, a new training staff hired over from Oklahoma City. They let go of their previous trainer who'd been with the team for 19 seasons. You know, fair or not, I think the seat got hot after all the injuries that were really devastating this team.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harkless. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. And for the Blazers, statistically the most injured team in the NBA, Clark, from 2009 through 2012.
And the new training staff is advanced in not just injury treatment, but injury prevention. And that's key, using strength bands, recording baseline measurements for muscle strength and flexibility, even using Eastern medicine. So they're not leaving any stone unturned.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Portland. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And Plumlee kicks to Lillard. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go. Lillard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
They get a hand on it. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Turner kicks to Lillard. That's at 5. Here's Plumlee. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
He's off on the second.
You know, it's funny, you look at the Golden State Warriors, they've had the 3rd best home court advantage in the league over the last decade or so. Only the Rocky Mountain teams, Denver and Utah, have got the oracle. It's not the altitude, it's the crowd. One of the best in all of the NBA.
Turner with it, guarded now by Durant. Turner against Durant. Lillard attacking, and Thompson sends it back. They get it back. The shot's good from Plumlee. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Kevin Durant with the slam. This game going to take a big swing. Clark, if the dude continues to play out like that, give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see on the floor. Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
How frustrating Steve is on it.
Well, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And Clark, as you were saying about the Warriors, they really feed off this home crowd. Steve, you said maybe the best in the NBA?
I think so, just in terms of the support they get, regardless of their success. You think back over the last 16, 17 years, Warriors have only been in the playoffs twice, and yet the fans are there every single night going nuts. So, and now that they're a good team, I think this fan base is really going to come alive.
From past the arc. They get it back. Here's Pachulia. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line. You know, the Blazers found themselves, guys, near the bottom of the West last season, and typically when that happens, you struggle against the rest of the conference, and that was certainly the case for Portland.
Curry attacking. Shot denied. They recover it. Second shot opportunity, and it's Durant, that time on the assist from Green. That's now 8 points for Kevin Durant. Turner dishes to Lillard.
Well, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Here's Lillard. Green with the block. And Curry, here we go. Shot's good. Portland did have their problems, as you said, Clark, against the West. A big part of it was late in the season. They were beat up and lost their last 13 games of the year. Steve Mosley, both losses coming to Western teams.
Well, that was a big slide for them. And, you know, probably made their 18-34 mark in the conference seem probably a little worse than it should have. But I feel like they were out of the playoffs. They lost their edge. And they were playing a lot of young people. I think this is a team that has a chance to make a big comeback.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
They got to find something right. That's with the bump and the foul. Oh, what a play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They're making a concerted effort to get to the free throw line in the first half, guys. They're cashing in.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Davis comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Krabs subbed in for Damian Lillard. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Myers-Leonard, he's checked in for Plumlee. Here's Crabbe. Curry brings the double. Here's Leonard. It's good from long range. Leonard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Blazers coach Terry Stotts is a branch on the tree of head coach George Karl, and that's a pretty good tree to be on. In his playing days, Karl coached Stotts in the CBA, and actually Stotts had a pretty good career in Europe.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Portland leading. Turner up top, defended by Durant. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. That free throw good from Turner. All free throws good from Turner.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Durant, and he goes in for the dunk. And the defenders want anything but to do with him on that jam.
I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
And for Terry Stotts, after his playing days, he coached as an assistant with George Karl, both in the CBA and then with the Sonics and the Bucks.
And over 2 decades of coaching experience, Kevin. This is his 6th season overall as an NBA head coach. Remember, he coached the Hawks as well as the head man. But I thought did a nice job with Portland last season.
McCollum, no good.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
And the shot is good.
And these 2 teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other. I'll tell you what, for what's really a An elementary shot. He looked a little nervous on that release.
Iguodala, that's good.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up. It was too good a look to pass it.
Now timeout called by Portland.
You know, the Warriors made big strides last year, and part of it was a retooling of the team, but they also got a lot of help from the group of rookies that they had, and a number of those rookies played prominent roles down the stretch and in the playoffs.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. To help the run, there's the bucket. Good. Harkless has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's stolen by Davis. The feed to McCollum. Soft touch off the glass. Well, Clark, as you said, the Warriors did lean on their rookies as the season went on. 4 of them in all, with 3 coming in the draft and 1 walking on the roster. Big help, Steve, from them in the opening round of the play.
Yeah, pretty remarkable that a team could do that well in the postseason. We're relying on so many rookies, but it speaks to their maturity, their character, the group they've put together. And it's very promising in terms of their long-term success.
Well, it's pretty obvious, guys. Portland has a lot of young talent, but the defensive effort has to get better. The intensity, the concentration at that end of the floor has to grow, which is always tough with a young team, but to get better, it's going to have to start with defense there.
That free throw good from Fran. Portland finishing second to last in opposing team shooting percentage. Yeah, that's interesting. Defense, something that usually needs to be learned in the NBA, and the Blazers were a young team last season, Steve, and easily a team learning game by game.
Yeah, youth or not, though, Kevin. I mean, 48% against you defensively in terms of field goal percentage. That can't happen. So a lot of improvement in store for this Portland team. They really have to lock in on the defensive end.
Durant with 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. And there's the call on Pachulia. That's his 3rd foul so far. When his situation in effect, so we're heading to free throw line for 2. The Trailblazers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
Yeah, they have the kind of successful line that will make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.